Here we go, guys. MHD's Diecast Car Show for 2024 kicking off. Thank you all so much for the entries. Sponsored by Diecast DB and, of course, The Ridge. And yeah, I just cannot wait to kick this off, guys. Beautiful cars. First one kicking it off is Landy Price with the 55 Chevy Gasser, rocking the Rat Fink Deco. Check it out. A raw finish on this one. Engine details. The iconic Rat Fink on the roof, super cool. Another 55 right here, rocking the Jegs. You have a nice green metallic with some flames, perfect wheel choice. But this one right here, guys, is probably one of my favorite Big Air Bel Airs. You got the vintage Gulf livery with the 68, massive tires. I love the color choice of those wheels. And then, of course, another Chevy C10 pickup with the Gulf livery. Very, very nice build by Landy right here. But the Aristorat, guys, this is a fantasy casting rat rod mix. Definitely ties into the Rat Fink. I mean, you can just make any fantasy car look super cool. Like, I would see this at a car show almost every time. I mean, this is an awesome build. Love the colors. You have the Camaro 427, which is based off of the Copo with the Mountain Dew deco. Very clean. Look at that cow hood in a metallic gray. Got the 427. Yeah, this thing is just well put together. I mean, the color choice is nice. I definitely dig this one. And I just love the Mountain Dew. I love it. It's freaking super cool. But not just that, we have the Bone Shaker in the house, a huge fan favorite, including mine. I love this one. Very moon eyes. But then you got the Royal Purple Probe funny car. I mean, this is a car we don't see too often. I think the pearl white and that purple, just tying it all together, just really, really pops. I am a fan of this, but look at that pearl. Very nice paint job on this one. He also did the 32 Ford. We have it in an almost Aztec gold metallic with some flames. Really nice chrome wheels on this one. And the Pass and Gasser, something that I used to collect. We don't see too many customs of this one, so it's really good to see this one. We also have the 64 Nova wagon in gold with the Sunoco on the door. Very nice, basic wheel setup, but a custom, looking really good. We also have the Dodge Ram swept side in the Gulf livery, and look at that paint line. Super crisp. I mean, that is a clean separation between the orange and the blue. Just a very well put together truck, especially for a Matchbox casting. That looks really nice. Then we have the Fast Feline, kind of a two-tone theme going on. You got yellow and silver for the moon eyes. But then bringing in the Nismo lineup, we have a number 61 Fair Lady Nismo and a number 105 R35. Now, apparently this R35 was a 2019 US and Canada and Australia exclusive to Walmart. But we also have the Mazda CX-5 2015, apparently was supposed to retire in 2020, released in 21, and again in 23 in the River Patrol livery. And Julian, the CEO and founder of Diecast DB in the house with the Porsche 959. He emphasized that this was one car growing up that he just remembers vividly playing with. It reminds him of his dad, so anytime he sees the Porsche 959, it definitely brings him back home. Beautiful car, definitely an old one. We got George in the house bringing in a Bone Shaker. This is a wheel swap with the repaint. First attempt with aluminum axles, and I think it looks beautiful in this blue. You got the Real Riders. Now, he did say this one, along with the Volvo Gasser, and a couple cars that he has in this entry, were polished down to chrome with some candy color on top with some clear. I mean, look at the color, guys. The detail on that one is very, very nice. I love that color, man. And this is just well done. I think a few of these were for his wife. The Tune Silverado was another one that I thought looked really good in this purple, rocking the classic 4-spokes. You have some wire details on the engine. Very, very nice. But the next one, guys, this one was also a build for his wife, the 2014 Corvette Stingray. I absolutely love color fades, and I think this one just tops it off. I mean, you have a very nice fuchsia blending into almost a midnight, probably black. It looks very black at the rear end. But Bugatti Bolide, here we go, another one that he built for his wife. I mean, you can see the polish work underneath this candy blue. The wheels, man, tail lights are done. These are just freaking sweet looking. Now, next up, we have Anthony bringing the Ryu Asada RLC NSX. This does have working lights. You have the lights up top, front and rear, and here we go. Check it out in action. Very cool. Not too many people have this one. I've never seen anyone post about it, so it's good to see this one in the car show, being able to see how it is loose. We also have the Porsche Turbo. This was, I believe, the Target Red Edition for Matchbox. Very clean, simple, not a build, straight out of the box. But another one right here is the 32 Ford Super Chase from Matchbox. Beautiful color on this one as well. He loads us up with chases on this one, guys. We have the Camaro ZL1 Ultra Red, rocking the white tires on this one. A lot of Camaro fans out there. I'm a Camaro fan, but I gotta say I love the Ultra Reds. Then we have the Pagani Zonda F. Definitely don't know what brand this is, but the wheels on there look very good. The details, you can see that titanium exhaust in the back. Then you have the Walmart exclusive custom Chevy Nova. This is another one that we haven't seen in a while, so it's really good to see this in the lineup. And of course, our buddy Steve Young from Miniature Mustangs and the 55 Gasser, freaking gorgeous 62 Chevy. These customs, look at the details, guys. Ghostbusters TV series Batmobile. Then followed up, we have this beautiful 69 Camaro, red interior. My man just knocked it out of the park. Then we have a 72 Dodge Lowboy from Johnny Michael. Cheers from Boston. Rocking the M2. Paul Young with the 57 Chevy. Looks so much better naked. Looks like he's got a really cool skull going on. Kept the basic black walls, or the black 5 spokes with the bold white walls, sorry. Looking super clean. Ricky Denning from Oregon Outcast Diecast is bringing some customs. We have the 69 Chevy truck. This almost looks like a raw finish. Can't really tell from the photos. We have a yellow custom Volvo on this one. And then the jackhammer. This is a really cool Frankenstein post-apocalyptic build. And then we have the Nissan Patrol sitting on a custom flatbed, rocking his logo. But this one right here, the 69 Hong Kong Rolls Royce. This was a build that he did in memorial for a little girl who passed away. Beautiful piece right here. So our hearts go out to the family and everyone affected, but definitely love that you showcased this one. You got a cute little frog on the hood. Must have been her favorite thing. So yeah. Via Vang from Mad Visions bringing in the Signal Auto Replica R34 along with the Type R Meetup. Check that out. You don't see that often anymore. Chase Shearer, the 55 Chevy truck. Now this custom that you're about to see was built by Mad Visions. Look at that, guys. I mean, almost a perfect freaking match. You have the real bed right here, and then we're gonna go into the bed of the truck. Look at that. Freaking awesome woodwork done by Pia. We also have it sitting on top of the motor. That motor looks super good on that truck. And then here we go, Larry Fry with the 66 Dodge Charger in a really nice lime green finish. You have some stripes on there, real rider wheels. Looks like there's some interior details. You have a 62 Chevy slammed low in a very nice magenta purple kind of mix. Definitely digging it with the white walls. Mazda RX-7, a lot of heavy hitters out here. We got the tuned anime livery on this one. Another fade, purple to blue. Very clean on this one. 43 Willys funny car in purple. Rocking some more anime stuff. Definitely loving this, guys. This is what the car show is all about. Showing what is in people's collections that you just don't get to see on if they don't have a social media platform. We also have a Honda Civic EG hatch in purple. Advan livery. You got the meatball on the hood. Very clean, very just, I can see this running around on the streets. But yeah, everyone loves the EG hatch. I'm a fan. You got some really nice real riders with the red lip. Ties it in a little bit. Big Daddy Diecast in the house with the 68 Copo Camaro. Look at how clean that is. Just some wheels and a beautiful paint job can make a car go a long way. Just like this Nissan Silvia S15 wide body he did. Beautiful fade, man. Look at that. Nice blood red up top, black on the bottom. Then you have the color change Nissan Silvia right here that he did. I mean, the wheels tie in perfectly with the interior. I mean, Big Daddy does the work. Then he did the funny car, but all he did was add color to the black and white release, and he put some basic black walls. I mean, that is cherry. So KDR 30 fans out there, this one's a super clean build. You got some gold classic 4 spokes. I mean, you got the details already from the factory, so looking clean. 55 Chevy Gasser, another heavy hitter in this showcase. Beautiful, I don't know what color that is. but a maroon, super nice. Simple Man Mustang Diecast bringing the ProMark 2005 Mustang GT, also showing off his GT500 Code Red, which I hope to find in my collection. Then we have the 2010 Mustang GT exclusive, one of 504 custom stripe packages. It's a 1/18 scale, I believe. Very nice Aztec gold for this one right here. I mean, super nice. And then right here, David from the UK bringing in the Hong Kong heavy Chevy. Old Redlines 69 Chaparral 2G. Beautiful. Then, of course, the USA release 32 Ford Vicky from 1969. Look at that, guys. Stuff we don't see every day. Another 69 Hong Kong Rolls Royce. 68 Custom T-Bird. These are where it's at, guys. The Redlines. Then we have a Majorette limo monster truck from Richard West. Custom build. I think it was like 4 different brands he put together to make this happen. And that thing is super cool. Opening doors. Yeah, that is nice. Definitely digging this. And Bobby Mills in the house with the custom Porsche 930 4.5. A theme that Magnus Walker's 277 Porsche lives with. And he did this one justice. I mean, the details, the window trim, the wheels. I don't know what wheels those are. But we also have the Mercedes-Benz 190E Evolution in gold. Love the wheels, love the color. It's like very close to champagne. We also have the 964 with the Valiant livery from the RWB. Look at that. Bobby Mills bringing in the heat with these right here. Not to mention Riley bringing in the old 442 W30 to 69. Of course, paired with the 53 Harley Davidson Hydroglide. Yeah, we don't see that either. 72 Mustang Sprint. This is one I really want to get in the collection. Very classy, man. Love that sports roof. Of course, the Sprint was a different package. Look at the interior details. Shifter, trim bezels. 67 GT 350 in the house. Definitely wanted to showcase this. This is freaking beautiful. I love that cream color with the gold stripes. Nice interior. Folded seat in the passenger. Man. Rudy Moons, shout out to Belgium with the Datsun Bluebird 510, the number 46. I'm not too sure if this is a custom or if it is a release, but if he did a custom, that is a really good job because I can't tell if it's a custom or if it's released. This one right here, the Matchbox IMSA Mustang from 1983, full custom right here. Gulf livery, very nice premium wheels on this one. It looks like 6-spoke staggered, some meaty tires in the back. This, man, I want to buy this car and have it for my collection. That is nice. Love the orange hood. I would have never thought of that. Then we got the Datsun 620. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that first one he showcased was a custom because his work is freaking nice. So he doesn't have a platform, so this is his chance to show it off, including the Land Rover Defender 110 hardtop that they're building right here in this photo. Very nice, man. This is awesome. Love the stuff that we don't get to see when someone doesn't have YouTube or anything like that. Dale Garcia in the house with the Johnny Lightning Dodge drag truck. Sorry, I'm just getting excited looking at these. Yeah, beautiful detail. Big block in the back. That is freaking awesome. Paul in the house with the RLC CUDA 1000 horsepower elephant motor, or yeah, the Helephant motor in that. Also another RLC 69 Charger, custom slammed and lowered 69 Charger 500, and the Tarmac Works LB Works SRT Hellcat, which I've seen showcased. But this one right here, guys, heavy hitter NO64 R34 Amori. And then from National Automotives, a Barago MCA Centenaire. Never even seen or heard of this car, but here we go. We have one in the showcase, so that is cool. I'm gonna look this car up because an MCA, I've never heard of it, but that is what it's about, is getting the cars out there that we've never even heard about. But there's other people from all around the world who has heard of it, and here we go. 55 Chevy Nomad, custom BMW 5 Series monster truck. How cool is that? You've seen the R34 released by Mattel. Now they did their own with the BMW. And then, of course, paying tribute to the treasure hunt of 2020, the Dune, which was the Olympics that never happened. So really cool to see that. Beautiful scenery. Got the Range Rover sitting fresh, factory fresh from Matchbox. Loving the red. I mean, who doesn't like red? Then followed up, we have Bonalish Diecast. He did a custom brushed DMC DeLorean to make it look true to the car, and he did a really good job on this one. And then this one, 2011 BMW 328i replica used with the original BMW paint. This is actually color matched to his buddy's life-size 1-to-1 BMW. How awesome is that screenshot? Another replica of a 94 Dodge Viper, black and green. I believe he said it was his friend's dad's Viper he was building this off of. And there it is, sitting in the background. Look at that. How awesome is that? The next one is actually a 55 Nomad Gaster custom mixed with the 55 Chevy base. He did a lot of custom work to get this to work, and I think that is cool. Hot Wheels needs to do the Nomad. Then of course, my lineup. I mean, I would put my social media on there, but you're on it. 2024 Dark Horse is the 124 scale from Kinsmart. I've been trying to find every color so far. I only have 5, but more to come. Then we have the car-covered 66 Corvette. 66 Corvette. I'm just having fun with this one, guys. Beautiful Johnny Lightning right here. The car cover thing was just a really nice touch. Loved it. And then of course coming up we have a Dollar General find 68 Fastback. This was like a $2 car. It's a 143, maybe a little bit smaller than that. Very goofy wheels, but of course I have a larger 118 scale of it as well as a 124 scale. So have each one going all the way down. I think I have a 164 scale of this same color. So really cool. Another pullback from Kinsmart 67 Shelby GT500 in the iconic white and blue setup. I mean, look at that. Very nice quality for a $5 little pullback. So next up, we have my favorite F-body, the 98 Firebird Formula. This is a Matchbox Real Rider release. This one right here is probably one of my favorite F-bodies that I have in my collection. Nice red seat interior, T-top, silver for the body. I mean, just the meaty tires that they put is cherry. Then the Eroded Mustang. Wanted to showcase this one. It's one of my favorite pieces in my collection. It was a pretty good trade, I feel, to get this one in my hands, because once it's gone, it's gone. But I feel like the Eroded Mustang was really cool. This is the Shell V-Power S550 Australian exclusive RC car that Colin Glue sent me. This is a super awesome car right here. It was only given for, I think, a couple weeks in September back in 2023 when you pumped fuel. And then after that, you never saw it again. So really cool exclusive. And then Contour Cars in the house with the Tyco Shock Factor 1992 debut. Awesome guy. Really glad to have him in this showcase, bringing this one out. I think this is like every kid growing up had a Tyco RC, and this was just the epitome of what that was. So really cool showcase. Jeremiah Lewis, a local buddy of mine, with the Volkswagen Caddy with the nice wheels, big brakes on this one. We also have McCoy in this one, 61 Chevy Impala. 60 El Camino with the hydraulics, 3-wheel motion, very cool. Looks like he's got a project build in the back. Want to see that one? Ooh, we got an R35 as well. Then the KDR 30. Very nice wheel swap and details on this one. Then we have Chris Yushta, I think it's Yushta, custom Porsche 993 chopped wing. This was for our Cars and Coffee little debut. Then we have the FD Mazda RX-7, just a simple paint and wheels. Datsun Patina, he said this was a 3-stage paint, sand, just to give it that old Gran Turismo race look. Then we have the Buick in the unripened green and a tubbed and shaved Charger. Freaking sweet. Reese from Amazing Cars with the Porsche 9, it's actually a 911, not a 991 GT2. Or maybe it's a 991, I don't know. But from Mini GT, beautiful GT2 right here. This is awesome. Then we have the Nissan Skyline R32 Nismo S-Tune from Mini GT. Very nice. I had to use some pictures from online. He couldn't get some side shots. So these aren't his photos. The top views are his, but really wanted to showcase it because this view right here wouldn't have made that car look cool. But there you go. Side view of the Mini GT Subaru. It's the WRC, I believe, the Rally Edition of this one. Very iconic livery for the Subarus. and glad I was able to find some pictures that had the same exact livery he has. Then Noah Cogburn with a classic Cord Redline. He said that was a $5 fine. Gary Redmond bringing the Porsche 993. This is a custom from automotive history through Diecast, and this is just gorgeous. Look at those wheels. You got calipers. You have that really nice, like Microsoft looking swoop stripe on the side. I don't know. You guys tell me what that livery is, but that is awesome. Caden bringing in the 2015 S550 GT in blue. Very realistic photo. I mean, I wasn't going to use them because they're a little bit blurry, but it gives a little bit of a realistic look of it looks like a real car. I mean, very nice shot of this one. Super cool to have the S550 in the showcase as well. But the next guy we all know and love, Jesse's Diecast Garage, 64 Chevy C10 custom lift on this one. 79 Camaro Z28, another beautiful fade look. Dark blue up top, almost a titanium blue on the bottom. Nice Real Riders. Then we have the custom Chevelle SS in blue. I mean, even down to the window trim, door handles, the front and rear bumpers, tail lights. You have some really nice Goodyear tires. I mean, that is a classy 70 Chevelle. Ford F350, I think this was a lifted custom with some change of wheels. I think those come with some different ones. I don't know the particular details, but First Blood. And then 68 Mercury Cougar. This custom is awesome. Very, very dark smoke gray on this one. Real Riders, very nice stance on this. Look at that. I love that shot. That is a beautiful color. And then, of course, from our honorable mention, we got Brian Super and Dom's Charger from Furiously Collecting. Shout out to you. I know you couldn't send any pictures, but I used your customs instead. Then we have Custom Hot Wheels Australia sending in the custom tuned Porsche 964. Look at that finish. Very, very nice. Got front and rear details. But I gotta say, he used the anodized chrome paint that is for cars. But there we go. That is our car show, guys. Thank you all so much for your submissions, tuning in, and I really hope you enjoyed them. Beautiful cars from all over. And of course, until next time, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.